Hello all, today I'm going to show you how to draw data using Aurin and then exporting it out into a mapping software such as QGIS or Mapbox. So to start, make sure you're logged into Aurin using your Swinburne account, and then once you're in, you are greeted with the main map screen, and then 4 menus along the side here, that being area, data, visualize and analyze. So to start, we make sure that our area is selected. So for us, we'll be looking at in the South Melbourne area, which is part of the Port Phillip local government area. So to do that, we open area selection, make sure our country is selected as Australia, and then our states and territories is Victoria. And from here we do local government areas, so 2020. And as you can see, as I move it across, it has basically drawn up a map based on those local government areas. So if we zoom into Melbourne, we can see we've got Hume, Whittlesea, Nillumbik, Moonee Valley and the like. But we'll be focusing on Port Phillip. So as you can see, we've got Port Phillip down here. So to select Port Phillip, we click on the drop down menu that has local governments. The second one here, mind you. And then we do look for Port Phillip when we can find it. So Port Phillip, which is a city designated by C. A shire will be designated as S, which would be more of a country council. So once that's done, we click on, once that's selected, it'll be highlighted in red. You can edit it, but which we'll get into in a couple of minutes. So by means the box, just the outline of the box. So once that's done, we click on done. And as you can see, it's come up with all the coordinates are in the actual area box there. So to edit, we click. Oh wait. Yeah. So once that is done, we go into data. We draw our data, and to do that, we click on browse. And for us, we'll be looking at heritage within the Port Phillip area, heritage listings. So to do that, we can either search by organisation. So heritage is under the department, the Victorian Government's Department of Environmental Land, Water and Planning. So we click on that, or you can alternatively just type up heritage, and also make sure you select the year. So today we are in 2022. You can narrow the search down by typing heritage in, so alright, by typing into the keyword. So for us, we'll be needing inventory, heritage register and plating scheme overlay, which will provide a set of polygons which will be displayed on the map. So to do this, we click on that. We click on heritage register first of all, and then make sure everything is selected. And then if you're done, you click on add and go to dataset to go straight to the map. Or if you need to add more, you click on add and keep browsing. But for us, we'll keep on add and keep browsing as we need to add a couple of more things in. So And then once that's added, it will come up with a little dialog saying that it was successfully added. So we'll add our inventory, add and keep browsing. It's pretty much the same as the first one, so I won't need to go into it further more. So and then keep browsing. So cool. Once that's all done, we click on add and go to dataset. Oh wait, we've got duplicates, haven't we? We can remove that. All right, cool. All right, so once that's in, we're going to make sure it's all that can be visualized. So to do that, we click on this little spanner button there for each of them, and then click on display on map, and then we'll come up with a menu in which you can choose your actual color, and then you can adjust the opacity and your stroke. So for us, for heritage, we will do it in, I'd say, heritage listing is yellow according to the plating scheme maps. So what I'll do is I will put in a picture of the plating scheme maps within the video, just to show you for each of the maps data sets that we're using. Just say if you want to categorize them the same, you can do so. So once that's done, we click on apply. Make sure the opacity is, so for that we can do sort of a yellow, but for the line we'll make it a bit more of an orange, that way it stands out. And then click on update and display. And as you can see, we've got all of our heritage areas within the Port Melbourne, or the South Melbourne area highlighted. So this is the area that's in where the town hall is. South Melbourne Town Hall is located, which is Emerald Hill, and that is on the State Heritage Register. Mind you, there are different layers of heritage listing, but it depends on the relative authorities. So, for example, if it was a state, so this being the state, it's only, so it's different. So the heritage listing does vary from authority to authority, and so different buildings will be listed. So for other words, so if it was on a local level, there'd be more buildings listed up here, which is what I discovered as part of my assignment. So once that's done, we can go back and add the other stuff in. So heritage inventory, so display on map. I will just do it as red. Actually, we'll do it as blue. I think it was blue when I checked on the thing. Don't mind if it, just be with me if it isn't exact. You can have it exact if you want to, but I would suggest referring to the plating scheme or one of the mapping databases such as VicPlan or something like that, just to be sure. So once that's done, we click on apply, update and display. So let it load, it might take a while. Yep. Waiting. What we'll do is so as you can see, I've got the heritage, both heritage register and heritage inventory shown. So the heritage inventory has been in blue and then the heritage register in yellow. And finally, we're going to add the overlay. Even though we might not need all of them when we're working with our map, it sort of helps us into guiding us how to accurately zone each area. So for me, I'm doing a couple of buffer zones around here, a couple of buffer zones up in the 2 sectors. So it helps. So it helps guide you, if you know what I mean. So with that, so with the final one, which is our planning scheme, which might take a while. So what we'll do is just display it on the map. So no planning overlays are so planning overlay, that is overlay scheme. So it's sort of a pink, isn't it? So I'll make it a dark just to be sure. Just be mindful if you are adding the planning overlays, they might take a while, as you can see now, that they can be over a megabyte in size. So, and according to this, it could cause a bit of instability to your system, so, or the Aurin system. So as you can see, without further ado, we've got the planning overlay. So basically, it's sort of, this is what we're sort of working with this is what I'm sort of working with in my assignment. So what it usually does is, so the way it works is with the heritage overlay. So basically with the heritage planning, it sort of works. So in terms of hierarchy, it sort of goes overlay, inventory, and then register. And then and then usually with your overlay, it's basically up to, usually with the overlay, it allows both authorities, so that being state governments and councils, to register stuff at their own discretion. So it can be either at a local or state level. So without further ado, we've got it all displayed. So as you can see, it's on the visualize side. So once it's all done, we can go out and click export, which we'll go into in the next video. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next tutorial in a little bit.